you have something you want to do during the lockdown. You have this goal planned out, but then you find that your family members or even loved ones or friends are always interrupting you, and you're thinking, I don't think they value my time. I want to figure out how to value my time and make sure that you preserve that week, that moment, that hour, that second, and let nobody take it away from you. Hi, welcome. My name is Nikki Famajura, and today I have a question that I want to answer on this channel in this video. Now, before I get into the question, I just want to introduce myself quickly. I'm a time management strategist with MOMLEADER, hence why this channel is called MOMLEADER TV. And if you're a mom that wants to take charge of your time, take charge of your time means that you don't want to feel overwhelmed. You want to find that balance without sacrificing yourself, your sleep, or your dreams. Please do subscribe, because on this channel I share tools, lessons, resources that would help you to feel in control of your time. Now, this is a question I get over and over again, especially in this season from moms. And the question is, how can I get others to value my time? Like, you have something you want to do during the lockdown. You have this goal planned out, but then you find that your family members or even loved ones or friends are always interrupting you, and you're thinking, I don't think they value my time. I want to figure out how to value my time. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I am super excited you're here. So remember to subscribe, and beside that subscribe button, there is a little bell. That is a notification. Click that notification, because every week we drop new videos. If you want a channel that shares with you practical steps you can take to help you feel like a priority queen, this is the place to be. So subscribe. Number one, the first thing you want to really think about is, if you want someone to value your time, get this. You have to place value on your time. Yes, you heard me. For someone to value something, they have to see the value that is in it. And the only way they can see a value that is in it is when you place a value on your time. I'm going to give you a very simple analogy. Now, imagine if you walk into a store and there's a very expensive bag that is locked up in a shelf, unreachable, and you know that even if you want to look at it, the salesperson is going to ask you a few questions just to be sure that you really want to get it, and then she has to speak to the managers to get the key to be able to open up the shelf and then bring out the bag. You know that when that bag is placed in your hands, you're going to hold it very carefully, because what? In that store, they already placed the value on the bag. But imagine if you walk into the same store and right at the door, there's just a bag laying on the floor and there's a little tag that says for sale. You pick up the bag, you wouldn't handle it with so much care as you would in comparison to that bag that is in the top shelf, locked up in the glass with the beautiful lights. That's exactly where you want to be. You want your time to be in that space where it's locked up with the beautiful lights and in a nice glass, and not just something that is by the wayside. So you have to value your time. And how can you value your time? Well, very simple. If you say, for example, oh, you know what? I want to get up 5 o'clock every morning. By the way, I'm not a huge believer of you waking up at 5:30. And if you want to see why, I'm going to put it in the info card that pops up at the top. And also you can check out other videos on this channel. But let's go back to it. So let's just say you are a morning person and you are a 5 a.m. team member, and you say you want to get up 5 a.m. and go for a run. Now, if you wake up 5 a.m. the first day, you don't go for the run. You wake up 5 a.m. the next day, you don't go for a run. Well, if your little kiddo wakes up at 5 and says, Mommy, carry me at 5 a.m. and you start grumbling and saying, I don't think you value my time. Well, you don't value your time, because you woke up the first day, you didn't do it. You woke up the second day, you didn't do it, because you did not place respect on your time. So that's the thing. You need to start showing people that you value your time, and before you know it, it will rub off on them and they will start valuing your time. So right now, as you're watching this video, think about what you're trying to achieve and in what area it looks like people don't value your time, and start writing down different ways that you can start showing them that you value your time. So that's the first one. My second super weapon is the word no. Now, like I said, on this channel, I have tons of videos on how to say no. But what I want to stress in this particular video is, when you feel like people don't place value on your time, the next thing you want to consider is your no catchphrase. I'm serious about this. Sometimes we feel like it's easy to say no. Yes, it's easy to say no to some people. It's easy to say no in some circumstances. But the ones that hurt us the most, the interruptions that hurt us the most, we feel like, oh, I should have said no, but it's hard for me to say no to this person. Well, right now, as you're watching this video, well, do not leave this video. Please watch to the end. But maybe after you're done watching this video, after you're giving it a like, after you're giving it a like, you can look up different no catchphrases. Like, that would be your thing. So if you look online, there are tons of ways to say no. Like, you can find thousands of ways to say no. Pick the one that works best for you. Practice the heck out of it, but practice it as much as you can. And know that this is my catchphrase. And I'm telling you, when I work with moms in my coaching business and they have that catchphrase, that is their no catchphrase, it's so easy to let others know when they're interrupting or being a distraction. It's easy to actually use your no catchphrase. So when you get into those circumstances, you can just use your no catchphrase. Guess what? You don't have to have one. You can have tons of catchphrases, and you know those people, you know what will work for them. So you can start getting creative on what kind of no catchphrase to use in those instances. So let's go on to number 3. Number 3 is for you to have a plan for your week. Yes, you should have a plan for your week. If you don't have a plan, now get this, I'm not saying if you don't have anything you're doing, if you don't have a plan for your week, it's so easy for you to be pulled in several ways. And when I say plan, it doesn't mean that every second and every minute is accounted for and you have to be doing something. No. If you have a plan to watch Netflix for 4 hours on a Monday morning, please put that down, that is your plan, and you want to spend that time enjoying your Netflix show without interruption. So have a plan for your week. It doesn't have to look good. It doesn't have to sound good to anybody else, as long as it sounds good to you. And it doesn't have to meet a particular standard where it's, oh, Monday you're supposed to be super serious and you're supposed to be working. If you decide to have Mondays off, like I do, in my business I have my Mondays off, that's okay. But make sure you have a plan for your week. Or else, if you have things that you would love to get done in the week and you don't plan for when you're going to get it done in the week, you're going to wake up on Monday morning and say, oh, today will be a great day to get this done. And then you get pulled in several ways. You don't do it Monday. And then Tuesday comes and maybe I want to do it today. Maybe. And then you get pulled. Before you know it, it's Sunday and you still haven't gotten it done. So whatever goal you have for your week, plan it out in the week and make sure that you preserve that week, that moment, that hour, that second, and let nobody take it away from you. Number 4 is to make your boundaries known. I love this so much because moms, we need to start setting those boundaries. Like, it's completely okay if you close the door to your office and say, I'm working right now. Kids, can you go play with your toys or do something else? Or please do not interrupt. Now, why did I put this here? Because I found that a lot of moms don't even have a clear boundaries created. So if you want to make something known, you have to make clear boundaries. So think about the dream or the goal for the week you're trying to preserve, and think about what kind of boundaries can I put in place? Like, you're literally building a fence around it. Once you know what the clear boundaries look like, you say to yourself that this is my plan. I'm going to make sure that when I'm doing XYZ, nobody interrupts me. This is how I'm going to set my boundaries. Guess what? Don't stop there. Let the people that might interrupt know your clear boundaries. So if it's putting a sign on your door, that's your clear boundaries, or getting a t-shirt that says do not disturb, whatever clear boundaries you want to come up with, you should make it known. Now, you might be wondering, can you please just give me suggestions of how I can create boundaries? Here's the thing. It's not one size fits all. We all have different family structures, different lifestyles, different environments. You know what would work best for you. You know that thing you're avoiding to do that is going to help you to create that boundaries. Well, maybe this is the time for you to actually create that boundaries. And can I just throw this in? Even if you're creating boundaries for your self-care deserves the boundaries. Maybe you want to go get your nails done and you don't want anybody to disrupt that appointment. Create clear boundaries and say, you know what, Mama needs to get her nails done. Sorry. And that's what you're going to do. And the last thing you want to really think about, and this is very important, is learning from others. Now, this is not just about you looking up, how can I make others, value my time on the internet? No, look around you. Do you have friends in your circle, or even it might be friends online, that you just love the way they plan out their day and it looks like people value their time? Start rolling with those people. When you roll with them, you'll learn a lot of tricks. Oh, I've learned quite a few tricks that I've adopted to suit my own family. You would also get the boldness as well. You think, it's not that bad. I mean, everybody's fine. She did it. I should be able to do it. when you walk with people over time that it's in that area where they really respect their time, that have ensured that they've let others understand that they need to respect their time, before you know it, it would rub off on you. You know that saying that you're an average of the 5 people that you roll with? Yes, let that principle work for you. Start thinking about the people around you. If the people around you are good, beautiful people that others don't value their time, well, don't be surprised that you're also being challenged in that area. So maybe this is time to start making extra friends just for this purpose. So there you have it. Those are the 5 ways that you can make others value your time. So if you love videos like this, please do subscribe. Yes, I'm back again. Subscribe, click the bell button for notification. And if you did like any of the tips, please put like. Plus, moms, look, we can never run out of ideas and different ways of doing things. So if you're a mom watching this and you have a super weapon of something that you've been doing that is working for you, whether I've mentioned it or I did not mention it, please drop it in the comment below. Drop it in the comment below so we can help other moms as well, please. Okay, so I'll see you around.